All right. Hello, everyone. I think we are live. I'm really excited. We have Terry Renner joining us today. How are you doing, Terry?
Great, thank you.
Yes. I've been on her channel once. I wanted to. You okay? Are you good, Terry?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. There
Oh,
I
you're
am.
okay.
Yeah, I accidentally had another window up.
Oh, no
Hi,
problem.
everybody. Sorry about that.
No problem. I'm so happy that you could be on my channel now. I really enjoyed our collaboration in the past. Me and Terry are going to be doing some personal mini readings today. Terry has her own channel. Do you want to tell everybody um, that may not be familiar with you a little bit about yourself and your channel, Terry?
Yeah, I'd love to. My name's Terry. I have a channel, Holding Your Space, and it's about a safe and healing place.
Mm,
We do meditations in the mornings, Monday through Friday, and then um, we have lots of speakers that come on that deal with trauma, childhood trauma,
mm,
um, you know, different ways of dealing with trauma. We have shamans on. A lot of it's about the healing modalities
mm.
and Reiki teachers and whatnot. So it's just a safe place to go to and do lots of personal readings.
Yeah. A lot of healing and wisdom shared during your meditations.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, lots of fun. We have fun during
Yeah.
meditation. So they're
What
guided
time do you do
meditation.
your meditations usually?
Pardon me?
What time do you normally do them? I know that you do several a week.
Yeah, so normally we were doing them at 7:11 Monday through Friday, AM Central, and
Mm,
now we've switched and some of them are at 8:11, so we're kinda trying to find that sweet spot because we have some
mm,
regulars that need the 7:11, so, um,
yeah,
right now it's listed online, but it's between 8 and 7:11.
perfect.
Yeah, yeah, and my background is, um, I've taught meditation for years. I'm, certified by, the Chopra Foundation, and then also with the School of Metaphysics for years. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Well, very cool. And I'm, like I said, I'm very happy to have you join us today. Um, just before we get started, I have a couple announcements, if that's okay, to share with everyone. Um, I did hit 9,000 subscribers, and I'm doing a giveaway. So I think today will probably be the last day that you can enter if you're interested in that. I'm offering a free 30-minute reading and a free Reiki session. The way that you enter that giveaway is I posted a video, 9,000 subscriber giveaway. It's pre-recorded. Go onto that video and in the comments, start off with the word reading or Reiki, depending on what you want to be entered into. And then tomorrow I will use a random word app generator to pick my two winners for that for my Tuesday show. So just wanted to put that out there in case you hadn't entered and you're interested. Go over and do that. You got a little bit of time left. Um, as always, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe. Go over to Terry's channel and subscribe. It's Terry at Holding Your Light, correct?
Holding your space.
Holding Your Space. That's right.
But holding your light sounds good too.
It does sound nice. And I have that in the description box. We have a bunch of wonderful moderators. If you could put her channel in the chat every now and then, we appreciate it so much. Um, also, too, just before we get started, um, as I always say when I do personal readings, I don't go in any specific order. Um, if you send a question, I ask that you stay around in case we can get to it. Um, but I always kind of let Spirit randomly pick the questions, and I'll let Terry pick some questions too if any stand out to her. Um, but yeah, like I said, we don't go in any particular order. I tell people if we don't get to your questions, be open to the messages and wisdom coming through. As often, it's a universal message for all of us. So being open that way, I think, is so important. I always have one person that wants to complain when I do the personal readings, and it kind of ruins it for me a little bit. So, um, my feeling is that me and Terry are sharing our time and energy here with everybody, and um, and we do it because we like to give back to the community. But if you really want your question read, we do offer personal readings. So um, I have both of our information in the chat, in the description box. So lots of questions coming in already, I see. Um, I'll just say too, before we get started, and maybe if you want to throw a couple cards on it too, Terry, just any wisdom and messages coming through for us as a collective group. Um, we had a lot of heaviness going on in the world. My guides have been saying to make sure to ground your energy, not to get into the fear or allow um, this heaviness that's kind of coming through energetically to drag you down. Um, just connect and ground. Because so many people in our community are empathic, and they just kind of pick up on all of the fear and doom kind of going on in the world right now. So, um, obviously there's a lot of lessons and learning for us collectively, and in the hard times are really those opportunities for us to grow the most. So just doing your best not to allow this heaviness to affect us energetically, I think, is so important. Um, Finding that the grounding energy and just staying aligned, I think, is so important in these hard times. Just breathing through it. For myself, going outside and just breathing in that fresh air and connecting with nature, and just not allowing it to pull you down. We have the heaviness. We have an eclipse coming up this week, so it's a bit chaotic, but don't allow it to affect you, or it's hard, but just trying your best not to allow it to affect you or to trigger you. And that's for myself too. I've been noticing I've been a little, maybe a little bit quick to react to some things, and it's just something hard going on for all of us right now, and it's just being mindful of that and just kind of breathing through it. So, did you throw any cards? I know that you've been starring, Terry, but
Yeah, and I was also getting some messages from Spirit about it.
yeah.
I feel like I love that you said to breathe through it, because
Mm-hmm.
I think that's so important, because when we go into fight or flight, which is empaths and light workers, we're going to
Mm,
do that when we see people hurting. Our first reaction is probably to hurt.
yeah.
So to breathe through that and to witness it, because giving honor to your feelings and your anxiety or your fears, but also watching them with awareness.
Mm,
So seeing them, feeling them, and then stepping back from that with awareness,
mm,
just so that you honor it and honor yourself and honor those others out there, but also being able to show love, keeping an open heart, and breathing through it and being able to help others that way.
mm. I love
Um,
that.
oh, thanks.
You did,
And then, oh, the card I pulled was I am gentle with myself. So that's just
mm,
perfect for that tenderness.
oh, I
So be
love that.
tender with yourself, because there's a lot of change going on in the planet, and there's going to be a lot of chaos, and there's going to be a lot of agents of change.
Mm-hmm.
So be tender, be gentle.
And during those hardest times that we go through are really those opportunities for us to really learn, I think, the most, and really kind of grow, to kind of rise above all the chaos,
Yeah.
um, and sitting in your light. I think that that's so important, because if you allow the chaos to consume you, it hurts yourself and brings you down energetically. So it's really just finding the lesson, and like I love what you said about kind of observing and honoring the energy,
Yeah.
and its purpose, um, but then kind of rising above it too.
Yeah.
I threw a card for today, and I'm just going to read the messages of this deck because I love the messages. I have the color card for all of us. This is very vibrant, and the message with the color card is, let me find it here. Vibrational impulses in light waves. It says your perception of life is becoming more colorful. You are opening to different colors and experiences. Colors break up old black and white thinking and opens your heart to the beauty of love, life and love. The colors of the rainbow are variations of white light reflecting the diverse experiences of life, and they are all valid. Each color of the spectrum has its own energetic vibration that stimulates certain responses and healing. Different colors mirror your current physical, emotional, and spiritual state. Your soul uses this mirror to communicate your needs to heal or to embrace balance. Get to know what colors you're attracted to and the ones that repel you. You are love and you are loved no matter how colorful your or another life is. I love that message. Isn't that beautiful? And it's really just saying to, I think just you find those things that really resonate with you and your soul, those colors, those vibrational energies, that love, and really using that love to kind of rise above some of the maybe not so pretty colors or the ones that you don't resonate with, kind of coming through at this time. It's all in the energy that you sit in. So, all right, my friend, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, since you're the guest, I'll let you pick the first question. And thank you so much for helping me star.
Oh, yeah.
It really helps.
Yeah. Let's see. Dakota Deb. Hi, Teri and Kevin. This year has been particularly tough, but I have a pending sale October 24th that I hope will help pay my many bills. What do you see? Thank you.
All right. Well, the pendulum's saying that the sale's going to go through on October 24th. From yours is really going. Mine, if it goes clockwise, is a yes. No for counterclockwise, and if the energy's unsure, it kind of sways.
Oh, mine's the opposite. That's so funny.
That's all right.
I get a big yes too, Dakota Deb. And I pulled one card and I get superpower. So you are radiant and gifted beyond measure. So you've got this.
I love
That's
that.
what they say.
Let me throw one card for you, Dakota. Oh, nice. The Six of Swords. So this is moving from turbulent waters, moving to calmer waters at shore. So, a lot of the stresses and chaos kind of going on right now for you, Dakota. Things are getting a little bit easier for you. I love that.
That was awesome. That was so funny. I love it that you go around and mine goes back and forth for yes.
This is how I've always programmed my pendulums, but I think whatever works for you, right? And I actually asked the pendulum before how show me yes using it, and for me it always tends to be clockwise or counterclockwise for no, and then I always like to kind of just program it before I use it to make sure that that's how it's coming through. But
love it.
And thank you so much for the super chat, artist. Thank you. All right, let me pull a question.
Okay.
All right, we got Connie B. Why can't my son Todd get a job? It's been months. All right. Part of me, just intuitively, and I'll throw a card for Todd, Connie. I don't know if part of it is not being a little bit of like unmotivation towards it, but then I think also if it's a little bit of like doubting himself too and kind of getting in his own way is what I'm picking up. It feels like maybe some of the rejection bringing him down, like with the doubting the opportunities coming in. And she says, yeah, he's staying in my living room with his 3 cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess somebody's coming in to help him with finding a job, but I do have the hangman crossing him, which is that delay. Maybe needing a bit of a change in perspective. He views the world from a different point of view, upside down. And then kind of walking away from those things that no longer serve him. So it feels like this time right now is, kind of walking away from the old things that don't work for him. But I do see him figuring it out because he has the Hierophant here, which is the teacher, or the leader. So it feels like it's a bit of a delay in the energy right now, like him working through some things, but like him getting the help that he needs for this job coming in. What are you picking up?
I agree with you. It feels like he's got a hat on, like a helmet. And Connie, and he feels like his headspace, it's just kind of feeling a little rejected and out of sorts, like he doesn't fit in. But it also says his time is coming. And that brightness is coming. So he feels a little wounded right now. So he needs to give himself some time and space to relax, replenish, and you're giving him that. But then I get divine timing.
Yeah.
So I feel like after the 14th, I guess there's going to be a big ring of fire or something coming in. And he's going to get better direction, and hence the little arrow there with divine timing. So I think he's going to zero in on it. That's what the cards say. He lives in the past. Yeah, that's that helmet. I think some light's going to shine on it. I think that's what you're getting too, right, Kevin?
Yeah, I do feel like there's some success, but it's a bit of a delay. And that she says it's been some months too. So it's kind of working through some of those things. But I do feel an opportunity coming in, Connie. All right.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's your turn, my friend.
Connie, I feel like there's so many kiddos in that age group that are going through that right now. They say it's hard to meet people. Everything.
It's all about too, like finding. I think that the generation coming in now, which I respect, they know what they want, and they're not going to settle and compromise for things that no longer serve them. Where it feels like, for me, like kind of growing up in the restaurant industry, serving, working 6-7 days a week, and just compromising yourself. These young kids are coming in, they're like, I'm not working 7 days a week. I'm not doing that. That doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve my purpose. So
yeah. I agree. Ness. Love and energy read for the week for me. Could be a rapid fire poll.
All right. Ness, I'll throw a card for you. I'll just say intuitively, though, I'm feeling like Ness is very empathic herself. And just with the heaviness and kind of like everything feeling a bit unstable, I feel like this week is a week to kind of take a step back, to find that inspiration and that creative energy. But it feels like it's more of like a rest for this next week is what I'm feeling. Did you get something, Teri?
Yeah, I'm kind of getting the same thing. It's like have faith and trust. This is what we're seeing, right? A lot of greed and pretentiousness out there. That's ending. The time of capitalism and patriarchy. It's going to be hard work, but it's coming. So we see all this going on. We see all the war and the death and famine and earthquakes and the agents of change and the chaos that are happening. So be really gentle with yourself with all that. there is some dark energy out there, but that's not you, Ness, obviously.
Yeah. I have the hidden path for you for the next week, Ness. And so for me, it feels like it's a time to take that step back, um, kind of go into that present awareness state, and like the intuition being really strong for you this week, and using this intuition coming in, a new opportunity is coming through that you haven't quite planned or thought of. So it feels like a new idea kind of coming through. Um, so it does feel like it's taking a step back and finding that inspiration. Like I said, it's going to lead you on a really positive new path that you can't even envision at this time. So that sounds great. All right, let's see. My turn.
Oh, Ness says she's doing a psychedelic PTSD treatment this week,
Oh, interesting. Well, and
Friday.
that would be kind of seeing the world from that different perspective, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that treatment really opening up something for you, um, new inspirations or new insight that you hadn't previously seen. This.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I love that.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right. Janet says, question, my dad Richard passed in 2016. His birthday was yesterday. What is he doing? Who is he with? Does he have my pets with him? Any message? You got it, Richard. I instantly feel I don't know if it's his mother, but like a maybe like a grandmother energy. It's an older female energy with him. Like they had a really strong connection and continue to on the other side.
Yeah, Janet, I get that. I don't know if he played board games or chess, but
Mm,
but he's sitting around with a group of people with loved ones, and this is a group not just of his contemporaries, but I think there's somebody there also that's your contemporary. So I don't know if it's a brother or a sister or a dear friend, but there's a group. It's a big family gathering. So and he wants to send a lot of love to you. And that birthday time, he said he can come through that veil and give you messages when it's closer to the birthday. And definitely he has your animals with him.
it's interesting. One of my cards I threw was a pets card. So isn't that validation that I think you had asked him to watch over some of your pets, but there's animals and pets around Richard, Janet. Um, I feel like he's a big cheerleader for you on the other side. He's saying, "Look at the evening sky, and you will find me as the brightest star." But I'm also feeling with this message too, like realizing your own light and your own potential, like you are a shining star is how he's coming in and really just trying to be that cheerleader for you on the other side. And the message he was saying today is he's saying that I realized the lessons I learned through life were for my own benefit. And I do feel like maybe there were some challenges, maybe even like in the younger years, like definitely probably not like the easiest. Um, and I feel like maybe that kind of affected him later on in life. But but I think in the space that he's in right now on the other side, he sees them for the lessons that they were, um, and is really kind of working through some of that. So I think that those, he's definitely sending his love. He's watching over the pets, and he wants you to believe in yourself. Is what I'm feeling. She says he loved our pets. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I pulled balance for you
Mm,
too, and I think he's trying to bring that in, but also to say, take good care of yourself because you give so much, Janet.
no.
So he wants you to take care of you too.
I love that. I hope that resonates, Janet. Sending you a lot of love and blessings. All right, Teri, your turn.
Oh boy. Golly.
Pressure's on. Pick a good one.
Oh, Reinhold. Love your name, Reinhold.
Next
Nettinger.
3 months.
Next 3 months. Reinhold, are you moving or traveling? Because it looks like a bunch of energy is moving around for you.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Maybe even work travel, because I was feeling like energy around work or the career, and like a lot of movement with that too. But like
Yeah.
not anything bad with that, but definitely energy and a lot of focus around careers, or like you said, maybe like a work trip.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting too. I get you're a busy bee.
Mm,
You've got a lot going on, and this can also mean traveling.
yeah.
So there might be a little bit of confusion around it right now. Reinhold, I don't know if you're in engineering or have something to do with science, but you're going to be shown the way. So the science of it, you're going to figure that out. And there'll be a transformation. So this could be a move, a new job, something coming in for you.
Yeah. I'm getting the Chariot too. So this is like quick movement. This is my travel card or trip, a move. He has not planned any travel. Okay. But
Yeah.
maybe this is like the energy kind of ramping up for you. I have the 10 of Cups here. So maybe there's a focus on the family too. Movement coming through the family. And I have that next to the 3 of Swords. So maybe some positive movement towards maybe a relationship that hasn't been the easiest or has been a bit hard. But like a lot of focus on like happiness with the family. I do feel a lot of focus into the work, and this can often be family money and inheritance too, but money. And then there being a bit of like giving and taking. It's about finding that balance between, giving your energy or giving your money and receiving that energy. So it feels good. I feel like there's a lot of energy the next 3 weeks for you. Focus on family and I think the job specifically, and kind of maybe getting through some heartache or hard times with a relationship, but feeling very victorious with it. So that's retired. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe new opportunities coming in for you then, Reinhold.
Yeah. Some sort of movement with energy, which is good, Reinhold, because there's a lot of energy coming in. So it's a good time for that.
It's a great time to really manifest, and kind of do a bit of that own healing of like letting go of what's no longer serving you, but also kind of rising above all the hardship and really focusing on the things that we want to manifest in our life. It's really powerful energy right now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the super chat, Tara. May I have your questions start? All right, my turn.
Yes, sir.
All right. Martha Bean says, "Hey everyone, please, if time, is it a good idea for me to attend an upcoming funeral if it's on the West Coast?" I definitely feel like there's a bit of like resistance or hesitation with this, Martha. So maybe I don't want to say that it's not a good time to do something if it's that important for you, because we can't live our life in a state of fear, I don't know if the question's in regarding to maybe some earth activity on the West Coast. That's kind of what just kind of came through for me. I do almost kind of feel like, I mean, of course, we have free will to make decisions, but almost like a hesitation or maybe not going forward with the trip. But I feel like it's going to be okay if you decide to go. That's what I want to say.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel a little hesitation on your part, Martha. And when my pendulum is this quiet, it usually means that you haven't made your choice yet.
Mm-hmm.
And now it starts moving. So, yeah, you haven't made your choice yet. It's going to be fine if you want to go, but if there is someone there or something that is feeling uncomfortable for you, something with family,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I do a lot is that I never call it the right name, that where you say, I forgive you, I love you, please forgive me, thank you. What is that? That
Mm-hmm.
Hawaiian prayer?
Oh,
Honokopia? I never call it the right thing.
it's not that, but I can't think of what the actual name is too. But it's kind of similar to that. Somebody in the chat will say it.
Yeah, yeah. And Martha says, "No, I'm not sure I'm
Mm,
welcomed. They look down on me spiritually." Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Ho'onopono.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. I'll butcher it myself if I try saying it. So.
Yeah, I think you're fine, Martha. Just go in with your big open heart.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of the Knight of Pentacles coming through, which is like kind of slow and steady growth, and maybe it's kind of with those relationships, like not feeling like you're quite in a welcome space to make that decision. I do feel like there's some communications that are taking, so maybe that kind of helps with maybe coming to terms with some family members. The Empress here, so kind of creating new opportunities. It's the Mother card. But yeah, I definitely feel like that reservation, reviewing the finances, but it's also a card of kind of reviewing and wondering if it's the right time. I'm not getting anything bad with these cards, so I feel like if it's something that you feel like you need to do, then do it. Like I feel like you'll be safe, but not to say that there won't be hardships with it too. Kind of that's always a bit of a tough situation, being around people that don't quite understand you or respect you. So I think it's okay if you decide to go, Martha. That's what I'm picking up.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Um,
right.
my turn?
Yes. Well, thank you so much for the super chat.
Yeah, thanks.
Messages up from above for me. My father-in-law passed April. David R. Harper. All right.
So sorry for your loss. That was so
Yeah.
recent.
Oh, I love these messages coming through. I'm getting that he's watching over you and the whole family. He watches over you every day. I do feel like there's still a bit of like the mourning that loss, I think, within the family, but he wants you all to know that you're never alone. He's always with you. He's watching over you every day. And I get specifically with David, he loves to send signs through nature. For me, I'm feeling like a dragonfly. It's what kind of popped through in my head. This like green blue dragonfly kind of flying around. Um, but yeah, taking that time out into nature and just being that observer of what comes through, and you'll know it's him when he comes through. Sending his love. For me, I just saw a beautiful dragonfly kind of coming through. Um, but watching over you and the family as you all kind of mourn the loss. I want you to know that you're never alone. He's always with you and always sending that love.
Yeah, he's coming in with a huge gust of love,
Hmm.
energy for you. Um, he's saying he's sorry about something in the way that he left. So I don't
Mm,
know if it was something wasn't in order or if he felt like it created a heartache for the family or something. Um, but something in his heart feels heavy. So I don't know if anything happened with his
I
heart
felt
either.
that too.
Do you feel that? Yeah, in his heart chakra. Um, he's saying you're exactly where you need to be right now. He's so proud of you. And that was with this beautiful gust of wind and light that came into him.
Mm,
Um, and something about a car. I don't know if he had a car that he loved or if there's a car that's left there that you liked or that there was something about a car.
mm,
Okay. And then he's showing me, okay, and there's the heart. So this is divine animals.
I
So
love that.
yeah, yeah, that big Leo lion of ours,
Hmm.
Kevin.
I have
Anyway,
the same deck.
yeah. So and divine animals, that's all about unconditional love. So he totally has a beautiful unconditional love for you and the family. And he's watching over you and that lion watches over his pack.
Yeah,
So beautiful energy. Thank you.
yeah, I love that. I do feel like there's a energetically. He hasn't really been over there for a whole lot of time. The energy feels a little kind of weak for me, but I definitely felt like a transition over. But some healing, I think, going on still too.
Yeah.
But sending you and your family a lot of love.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and let's just take a minute to send Cash Peters and Olive some love. Uh, Cash Peters' cat Olive passed. Let's send him some love and comfort if you're inclined to. Thank you for sharing, Mary Louise. Mm. All right. Is it my turn, Terry?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Sandra, do you see me having a relationship in the future? Thank you so much for the super chat, K-Boz. All right.
Sandra, you definitely have relationships in your future. They're kind of coming in saying, be particular. That's what I'm
Mm,
hearing. Those words. So make sure that your intentions are clear. You want somebody that's honest, trustworthy, funny, likes to travel or likes to stay home, but
mm.
be very particular about how they treat you, everything about that. Because you have a lot of energy, so make sure that you're attracting exactly what you want.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel the same. I do feel a relationship, Sandra. I don't know when. I don't know quite when. It feels like there's still a bit of um, like it could be out there a little bit still. I'm not saying too far up, but I have the Knight of Pentacles, so this is kind of like the slow but steady night coming in. I think it's going to start off with a lot of good communications and back and forth. Could maybe even be like starting off as a long distance relationship. Um, but this relationship is going to allow you to be the empress, which is the mother, that giver, that caregiver. Um, and really kind of stepping into that role. I do have a new beginning happening with the Fool and then the King of Cups. So somebody that's very, um, very sensitive, and there's that emotional fulfillment with it. He gives a lot of love. Um, so it feels good, but like I said, I think it's a bit of slow and steady growth, maybe slow communications with somebody, and it developing from there. But yeah, I definitely feel yes. Yes, I do feel that.
Yeah. And you're the manifester. So
Yeah, I love that. Manifest that perfect relationship. What you want in a relationship, Sandra.
yeah.
All right.
My turn. And I want to say happy birthday to Marby.
Well, happy birthday, Marby.
Yeah. Everybody's saying happy birthday to her here in the chat. Oh, perfect. And there's Marby.
All right.
What does my spirit guide want me to know? And it's my birthday.
A birthday message.
You know, my mom always said that your birthday is a time where the veil is the thinnest, and you can ask your guides and your angels for special service.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, the blue light special.
And you know what? I think with birthdays too, I think it's a wonderful time to really honor yourself. I think a lot of us are empaths and we give too much of ourselves rather than really focusing on maybe taking care of ourselves. Or um, some of us, I think, feel a little bit guilty to receive because we've always been that giver, that caregiver. And it's really a day to honor yourself and just make it a special day for yourself. I think that's so important.
Yeah, yeah. It is hard to give when you're, or it isn't hard to give. It's hard to receive when you're
Mm-hmm.
such a big giver. But it has to be that energy exchange.
That balance, absolutely. And it's all about too, like, you can't be at your best to give other people what they need if you're not taking care of yourself or making sure that you're the priority. What
Yeah,
message did you get there,
the
Teri?
gift of giving.
Don't you love when the message that is like the back and forth is really valid by
Yeah,
spirit?
yeah. It says, I am blessed and grateful for my generous heart. So reward yourself. And
Mhm.
sometimes and this is something that I learned in a class that I took is constantly rewarding ourselves. Like
Yeah,
if you made your bed, reward yourself. If you um, did 2 hours of work, give yourself a little reward, whether it's a cup of tea or going to the thrift store for 5 minutes or something. Just give yourself little rewards throughout your
yeah.
day.
I'm getting like a very similar message, Marby. I pulled the restlessness card for you, and so it's really finding a way to calm the waters of your mind. And I think that the message was really to make sure that you're doing the things that you love and making yourself that priority. Um, doing your best to kind of ground in some unsettling times. Um, you have the soulmate card, which is the relationship is a match made in heaven, but I think also just like honoring yourself with the love that you deserve, um, and then the spiritual teacher, so sharing that wisdom with the world. So I love that. It says you're being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher, Marby. So I think you have a lot to offer people, but yeah, making sure that you do something nice for yourself and that you're really kind of taking care of yourself in these unsettling times. So I hope that resonates with you. And happy birthday, Marby.
Yeah, happy birthday. That's so beautiful.
All right. We've been on for almost 45 minutes, so we'll probably only be doing a few more questions. All right.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
That's fine. It's meant to come out. I'll pick the next one.
Okay. I
Peppermint
love this.
candy. I love the name Peppermint Candy. How does the rest of October look like for me?
Peppermint candy. It's all about your photo there. So the
Mhm.
rest of October for all of us is that whirlwind going around, that, all that energy that's coming in and transforming everything, and it's all about staying in that center.
Mhm.
Um, so
Yeah, I feel like a lot going on with you, Peppermint Candy. I have the Chariot come out, and so with this, it's like quick movement, maybe travel, but also too, I heard the message making sure that you're having fun too. So I think a lot of times we get kind of caught up with the day to day, or all of our responsibilities and just having to constantly move forward. But also too, maybe not taking life so seriously and having fun with it and kind of, if it's going out with some friends and just having those good that good reconnection um and laughing and just kind of focusing a little bit on the lighter side. You're going to get through this next month, um, but it does feel like it can be a bit overwhelming with that chariot kind of coming straight in forcefully. What are you picking up, Terry?
I'm getting the superpower. So this is your
Okay.
superpower. You're standing strong there in that center, with all that energy coming in. It says, "I am a radiant soul, gifted beyond measure." But,
Mm,
um, just know that you have that energy around you, but you can stay centered in the middle of it. Um, and something about truth and integrity. So this is you surrounded by your angels, being able to fly with your angels if you need to, and centering yourself with that truth and integrity because you have that superpower.
mm,
So really beautiful. When everything around you might be going here and there, just staying in your superpower. And that's for all of us, I think,
mm.
isn't it?
Well, and I think maybe even the superpower of handling all the craziness and the stress, kind of, or all this quick moving energy, like that perseverance and that strength, getting through it and getting things accomplished. But also too, when maybe things feel a little bit too stressful, go out and have some fun. Go
Yeah.
laugh. Go focus on the lighter side of life.
Yeah. Reward yourself.
Yeah.
I have those days. I call them King Kong days when everything's
Uh-huh.
really heavy and you feel like you're whirring, whirring, whirring.
Hmm.
You weigh, 5,000 pounds and you can't move one foot in front of the other some days. Time to recharge.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So hang in there, Peppermint Candy. I think you're gonna get through it. It might be a bit of a craziness, but you have the superpower to handle it. So, all right. What? Oh, I was pulled to Christine's question. She says, feeling torn between starting working on my own and staying part of a spiritual center. Any help would be so welcomed. All right. Let's see.
I'm so glad you pulled that one because I saw that one come in too and I was torn. I wanted that one too.
I'm feeling like like the full card, like taking that leap of faith and just trusting that you have what it takes to start things on your own. Um, I do feel like that a little bit of that hesitancy, like, am I able to quite do this? And so kind of figuring some things out in the meantime. But I'm just getting that message of, trusting that spirit's going to be there and to help guide you through doing it solo and getting out of your comfort zone, taking that leap of faith. I feel like
Yeah,
go for it.
I do too. They're showing me you playing hopscotch. I don't know if you remember hopscotch when you hop in and then you hop out and you hop in and you hop out. So there might be some time when you're kind of straddling the 2, but
Hmm.
but moving out there because you get the enchantment card too. So creating magic. So, I would definitely manifest this, but it sounds like it's beautiful either way you're doing it, but yeah, let me pull one more card. Oh, manifest. There you
Yeah.
go. God, how many times have we pulled that today?
And I pulled the star for you. So you're that bright, shining star. You are worthy. Focusing on the light to guide you.
Yeah.
And also, that's, I think, key to the manifesting, like focusing on the positive things that you want. And I think just that gratitude of how good it feels. But you're a star, Christine. You have what it takes. You are worthy. Maybe it is doing a bit of both of it. Maybe, you're meant to be part of that community, but it's also an exciting time to kind of branch out and to share, share yourself, share your uh, bright shining star with everybody.
Yeah. Christine, are you writing a book? Oh, sorry.
You picking up a book?
Yeah, it's picking up a book.
He says, "Oh wow, thank you. You're welcome, Christine. I hope that resonates." Yes, hit the thumbs up. Make sure that you go over to Teri's channel and subscribe. Subscribe to mine if you haven't. It all really helps. Helps get us out there with those likes. And they're free. So all right, your turn, Teri.
Okay. Alf's mom.
Mm.
Please, can you help me see what is blocking me from painting art?
Oh, interesting. Mm. I pulled a card for you, Alf's mom, and I have the health card coming up. Now, I don't know. I don't feel like it's anything physically going on, but if we're really stressed out by a whole lot of other things, it can be really hard. Um, I mean, the stress affects the health and our well-being, but um, it can be really hard to find that inspiration, that creative energy. You feel a bit stuck with it. So I'm feeling like honoring your health, kind of taking some more time just to kind of take a step back and be present in the moment. If you find meditating or just focusing on those things that make you happy and bring that love and light to you, those and and I have a message of gratitude with it too. So it's kind of focusing on the light and having the gratitude for that inspiration. Um, but yeah, I'm feeling like really honoring yourself and just working on maybe decompressing some of the stress. I think maybe the stress or a busy mind is kind of getting in the way, is what I'm picking up. What are you picking up, Teri?
Yeah, something very similar. Freedom. So
Mm,
being your authentic self. I feel like there's something there in the heart chakra, maybe, and then I got forgiveness.
mm,
So sometimes when all this is going on in the planet, we do a lot of self talk and self judgment.
yeah.
And sometimes we need to forgive ourselves, but sometimes that's also somebody else in the picture that can kind of stall things. But you've got beautiful energy around you. You have all these angels around you.
With
So
the freedom part too, it almost feels like kind of surrendering, maybe
yeah,
some of those stresses or maybe some of that heaviness and really finding that inspiration, kind of letting go.
yeah, yeah. I love
I
that.
hope that helps Alf's mom. I feel like you're gonna get through it. Like I feels like it's a bit of a challenge right now, but I definitely feel like that passion reignited or that inspiration, creative energy coming through. All right. Deepa says, "Hi Kevin. Anything coming up for my love life in the next 6 months?" Is how I'm going to interpret it. If you're here, Deepa, and that's not what you meant, please let us know. if you just meant what's going on in your life in the next 6 months or love life, but I'm going to throw on love.
Deepa, they're showing me somebody sitting in meditation or doing yoga. So the traditional yoga pose where you're sitting in, I can't remember what it's called, but asana yoga. But or if you're going on a retreat or something or going within, that could be that also. So something coming up with that. Oh, and then you get body care. So taking care of yourself. Yeah, yeah. Getting yourself healthy, but also, this is a really good time for all of us, right? We're going into fall and winter to take care of our bodies and make sure we're stretching and breathing through all this energy that's coming in. And then you get friendship. So, yeah, I don't know if you go to yoga or you go to a studio for something, but community. And you have that here too, Deepa.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
beautiful.
I do kind of get what you're saying though too, like taking that time like to go within. I have the Queen of Pentacles here for you, and she's very, very grounded and stable. This can be a bit of like holding on a little bit. I almost wonder too, Deepa, 'cause if I'm interpreting your question right, if you're asking about love, I do have the Three of Swords next to it, which can be a bit of heartbreak and maybe holding on to maybe a past relationship is what I'm feeling. That's no longer serving you, and you're kind of working through that and moving through it. I do have the start of something new. I don't know if it's Ace of Pentacles is usually more physical or money, career related, or new financial opportunities. Maybe is the focus within the next 6 months. But I feel like you're holding on, and I would just say if there's something that's heavy on the heart, just going into that meditation and really just kind of working on releasing it, um, and kind of going forward, not bringing that energy, taking things day by day and focusing on what you want rather than maybe some of the things that are a little bit heavy on the heart, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. That I'll take that one too.
All right. All right, Teri, let's pick one more question each, and then
Okay.
can we throw a card for the collective group? Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, bless you. Christine Cassidy. I still feel so overwhelmed after my husband's passing, especially around money issues. What advice does the other side have for me? So sorry for your loss, Christine.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Yeah.
I almost feel like Christine is what I'm kind of picking up. When we get into things unknown, like maybe with the finances being a little bit out since we have that change kind of coming in, like a new dynamic. Sometimes I think we're so used to what we had, and if we're sitting in that energy, we kind of block ourselves energetically because we're so used to the security that we had, and so without even realizing it, I feel like sometimes we can kind of block that manifestation um, of like the money kind of coming in. It's tough though too because we all kind of grieve in our own ways, and it's hard to sometimes get through that. So let's throw a card for you. Any insight or wisdom to share with you at this time in regards to that? Yeah.
Christine, I get this is a time for growth, spiritual growth. A lot of times we have these opportunities for growth, FGOs, I call them, effing growth
Yeah.
opportunities, and they're not any fun. There's a lot of fight or flight there. There's a lot of freeze. Be so gentle with yourself. Take
Hmm.
care of yourself. Um, your husband is sending you signs, and your angels are sending you signs. So remember to look, and hold space for yourself with that,
Yeah.
because they're bringing in so much love. Um, this is something that I get, this ring of love from your husband, so the divine masculine. So he is looking out for you. Um, finances, um, something's coming in. So I don't know if there's something that he had somewhere that you're going to sell, or something that was related to someone else in the family.
Yeah.
But I do get some good financial news coming in.
Yeah. I agree with that. I have the Seven of Cups here, which can kind of just, um, obviously you're going through so much, it's hard to probably kind of focus on one thing. It feels like the energy feels a little bit overwhelming. I saw in the chat she said that her husband handled everything. Yeah, the King of
Yeah.
Pentacles here, so that King of Finance. Um, I agree with Carrie though. There's movement coming in. This is a card of feeling tired and battle weary, but persevering through it. Um, Pursing through the loss, kind of figuring out what these next new steps are to take for you. I'm getting right now for you, Christine, is really a wonderful time to hang on to friends or relationships. Really allow other people to kind of help you through this time right now, to be there to support you with whatever you may need. I do feel like there is some shifting coming in with the finances. So it's a bit of kind of juggling and making arrangements, but I do see you getting there. This can sometimes be a card of like feeling a little unstable with the finances, but there's movement coming in. Um, so all I can really say for you right now, Christine, I'm really sorry with everything that you're going through and your loss, and we're sending you a lot of love. Just continue to persevere through it. You're going to get through this time. And don't be afraid to lean on friends and relationships during these difficult times. That's what they're there for, or even us. We're all here sending you a big old hug right now, Christine. So
Yeah. Christine, I'm getting a message to winterize your house.
mm,
So that's something that happened to me. I had a husband that was much the same, and he took care of
yeah,
everything. And I didn't know from anything winterizing houses, or I mean, I ran our business, but I didn't know anything about the house. But they're saying, make sure you let somebody take care of that.
mm,
Ask your friends to come over and take care of that. Like Kevin said, lean on them.
hmm sending you a lot of love, Christine.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. I pull one more, and then we're going to do a collective.
Okay.
All right, let's go. All right, Sarah says, I got a dog that apparently was a rescue mini Aussie dog. Can you tell me of her past treatment? She's terrified of people, but is slowly coming around. I have an Aussie too. I have an Australian cattle dog and an Australian Shepherd, so very familiar with them. Very hyper, especially
Yeah.
when they're.
I have an Aussie. I have a mini Aussie. And then
Oh,
my third Aussie.
I joke. Um, with Ben specifically, when he was a puppy, he was so hyper, and just crazy, a little destructive too. We called him our asshole.
Yeah.
but he's definitely he's almost 2 now. He's definitely starting to calm down, and obviously just so much love for him, and really kind of developing that bond. It was a little bit of a challenge at first, but
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
growing animals.
I had 2 Aussies like that, and then the other 2 were, little old ladies,
Mm.
but when they were born. But, they say that Aussies were in Atlantis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that they're a breed that was in Atlantis also, that they have, a lot of gifts, and I know the one that we have now he's a healer, like, if you have something hurting on your body, he will come in and lay on it.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, yeah.
Finn is definitely he definitely wants all of the attention from his brothers. He will do anything to get the attention if any of the other dogs get any attention. Um, he's actually down here laying down and being very good right now, but he's very
Aw.
needy.
Yeah,
Okay, Sarah. I do feel a bit of some dark in the past. I got the moon, which is a card of secrets. Can be it's a card of subconscious too. So stuff from her past is definitely affecting her now. Um, but I do feel that with you and your family's love, it's really helping. I'm not sure what the dog's name is, but it's really helping her get through turbulent times and getting more comfortable. Um, but I'm feeling like it's being patient with it, because I do feel like she was kind of through a lot of stress um, in the younger years, is what I'm picking up.
yeah, I'm picking up that she went through a storm.
Mm,
She kinda weathered the storm, and you took her in. Also, Aussies are usually, very close to just their family. They don't like a lot of
mm,
outsiders, you
yeah.
know? Like, I don't know if you're, your dog's person or, but they usually just have a few people in their lives, and here you are taking care of them.
Mm,
So, yeah, very, very gifted. I am calm and connected to bliss. So this is, the silent night. So, um, she will come around or he will come around. Oh, she will come around.
mm,
But, just give it that time because like Kevin said, I think there was something there that happened, and then the trauma of leaving a family and joining
mm,
a new family.
yeah. But I think that Sarah's definitely up to kind of help bring that support and that love for for her dog, and definitely um, that bond that you two will share and continue to kind of grow, and really helping her through a lot of that trauma is so important. So
Yeah. A lot of
okay,
times they just don't care for other people either, Sarah.
yeah. Sometimes it's, but I do feel like there's growth with it.
Yeah.
Um, I do feel like, yeah, like at least with the family, and maybe being a little bit more open towards people that she's not familiar with, but that feels like it might be a little bit harder, but things definitely calming down for her. So, all right, do we want to pull a card for our collective before we wrap up? Thank you
Yeah.
all for being here and hanging out with me and Teri. I Teri's just so sweet. I think we both really are very similar energies, and I always really enjoy getting together with Teri. We share the same birthday too. I found out on our last show together.
Same
So thanks for
birthday,
being
same
here.
dogs.
Same dogs, right? We have a lot in common. We're both Leos.
We do, we do. It's funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
I always have a great time. Thank you for having me, and thanks to everybody here. Oh, well, here we go. Let go, surrender.
uh-huh.
And there's Archangel Michael's sword. So just cut all those things that you guys are holding on to and that I'm holding on to too.
Mm,
And, release. So it's easy to say and sometimes hard to do, but it's all about the spiritual growth. There's the pyramid in there. So lots of spiritual growth opportunities right now, but don't get too tied to all this chaos.
Well, and really too, I think with the eclipse coming up, it's a really great time to let go of those things that are no longer serving you, or letting go of some of that baggage that you're holding on to.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that kind of goes into my message. I pulled a postcard for us, and beautiful angel sending love. And the postcard for all of us is, Dearest you, we are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. You're stepping into a new version of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside you from a primal place? The form of what you are growing has yet to take shape, and it is exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push back when you're entering any kind of new relationship. It's okay to admit you really don't know what to expect. What you can know is it is time to dive in and allow the newer version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life, spirit. You have made it to this next level of awakening and contributing, and we are so excited to see where this will take you next. We are so proud of you. So, kind of letting go of the old to bring in this new beginning, this new exciting adventure, and I'm just feeling like the message of just really honoring it, and um, just using this new time to just get inspired and creative, and create what you want to manifest into your life. It's a wonderful new beginning for all of us. So,
I love that, diving into it.
yeah.
That's a beautiful way to look at it.
All right, Teri. Well, we'll do this again sometime. Thank you so much for joining us, and thanks
Yeah.
everyone for watching. Again, please hit that thumbs up. Please go over to Teri's channel. What's your channel name again? I'm sorry. Discover
Hold
Holding Your Space.
holding your space, yeah.
And I have the link in the description box. Please subscribe to my channel as well. And just sending you all a lot of love. Just try to breathe through all of this chaos right now, and just take that step back to kind of rest. I think is important for a lot of us. Not to overdo it when everything seems a bit overwhelming. So, see you all soon. I'm sending you a lot of love. All right, take care.
Bye, everybody.